And the Jewish American organizations that have criticized your work greatly, do you believe that they've failed in their outlook and their traditions in some way?
Yes, I think we have a fundamentally different perspective. I don't believe that it's morally coherent to say that you believe in the principle of equality under the law in the United States and in Europe, or in India, but that you oppose it in Israel and Palestine. And I think the fallacy of thinking you can make an exception to this basic principle in the case of Jews is that first of all, that it leads to terrible, terrible oppression of Palestinians. But beyond that, because we now see that Israel is part of a global alliance of different ethno-nationalist leaders that want to attack the principle of equality under the law everywhere. Israel is in alliance with Viktor Orban in Hungary, with Narendra Modi in India, with the AfD in Germany, with the Republican Party in the United States in many ways. And this, it seems to me, is a global threat to the principle of liberal democracy, a principle that liberal democracy which actually has benefited Jews enormously.
And when it comes to the more recent events that have happened, you've spoken out against the military strikes on Iran. What is it that? Why is it? Do you think that the claims that Iran is an existential threat are incorrect, or do you believe that?
I do think they're incorrect. First of all, Israel has hundreds of nuclear weapons, so it has a very, very strong nuclear deterrent. Even if Iran did get a nuclear weapon, and I certainly hope they do not, but even if Iran did get a nuclear weapon, the United States lived for decades and decades alongside with a rivalry, an adversarial relationship with the Soviet Union and with Communist China once they had gotten nuclear weapons and we were able to deter them. So I think that's the first thing, right? The second thing is that I think Iran has shown, again, I think Iran is a hideous regime. It brutally oppresses its own people. I would love to see there to be a genuine liberal democracy that allowed women's freedom in Iran. But Iran has actually acted quite cautiously when it's Israel, including in recent years. Israel keeps striking Iran again and again and again.
Okay.
And what's really striking how tepid the Iranian responses are, because Iran doesn't want a war with Israel because they're much weaker.